Let's talk about how much you can make theoretically with time Wonderland on Avalanche. Now, if you've seen my other videos about time, you should know that this is a very high return but high risk investment. You should only put in the money that you can afford to lose and pretty much write it off because you don't know where this is going to go. But after some research, I think this is a pretty good way to make good return on your money. But yeah, there's going to be volatility and expect a lot of price action on this. But let's talk about the calculator, right? So if you go to app.wonderland.money and then # and then /calculator, you should be able to see the calculator app on the time website itself. Or you can click on this calculator button right here. So let's talk about how this works. This here will tell you the theoretical return of your money if you invest in time today. So let's see how much you can make. Here is the time price app purchase, which is the current price of time right now. So if you were to get into time, which is 74.54, that's where it is right now. And here's the future time market price. So let's keep it the same for now, but we'll play around to see how that affects our income. Now, how much memo you buy? Now, memo that is time when you buy it. So when you buy time, you give them cash and they'll give you, you give them time and then they will give you memo in return. Think of memo as a receipt for whatever you deposited. So let's say I bought one time at 74.54. So my total initial investment is $7,454, right? You can also, buy 0.5 if you want, or just get half and get a single time. So let's say my total investment is $7,454 and the APY stays the same. Let's keep that in mind. Let's say for now, we want to keep APY the same and the price of time the same. So here you got a slider down here. It tells you like what your return looks like after X amount of time. Now here are the couple of factors. One is your initial investment. Two is your current wealth. So this will change as the time slides over. And here's the reward in time estimation. So instead of dollar in return, now you get time in return. So this is, let's look at here. It's 1 day, right? If I buy this and then 1 day pass, everything stays the same, APY stays the same, and the price of time stays the same, you will get 0.01864 in time back in your account. This is the reward ratio, which is about 2% right now. And the return in dollars, so this is the return in time, and this is the return in dollars, which is $7,592. So you went from 74.54 to 75.92. So that's about a return of $140 in 1 day. So that's pretty cool. And here you got a pretty much of like a joke thing, the potential return in Lambos. So Lambo is like, I think the cheapest one is like $275,000. So yeah, watch what happens, right? So that's 1 day. Let's do some math. Let's do a week. 7 days later, your initial investment is still that, right? Now the time you getting back, it's now you now have 1.138 on a time. And what is the value of that? That's $8,482. So in 1 week, you make about $1,000 back. Cool. Now let's go to 30 days. As you can see, like this is compound return. After 30 days, you have 1.740361 time. And what is that in dollar value? That's $12,972. So you make about $5,000 in 30 days. With like every 5 days, you make like 10%. So this is pretty powerful. Now keep in mind that all of this is constant right now, right? We'll make a change later to see how it works. Oh, by the way, check out our Discord. It's right here. We have the link in the description. We talk about time a lot. DeFi, altcoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that stuff. We're not a huge group. We're a small group and we help each other out. We have a lot of knowledgeable folks in there. So please join in. We also have a nice game here. You can use virtual coins in our channel to play the slots, the lotto or something. Okay, going back to this. Now that's 30 days. Let's go to 60 days. What happens? In 60 days, your 7,454 investment is now $22,577. So that's more than 3 times return already in 60 days. So if you put in your money, you have to pray that time does not get rug pulled, the project doesn't die, and the growth continues, and the APY and the price stays the same. You will make a ton of money. You will make like 3 times your initial investment in 60 days. Now let's do the fun stuff, right? Let's see when can we afford a Lambo, which is like $275. Keep going. Oh, there. So it just turned to 1. That's after 189 days, right? 189 days after you put in your investments. That's about, what, how many months? About almost 6 months. So you're 74.54. Now you have 32 time token in your account. And that's $244,578. And you can buy 1 Lambo with that, right? Amazing. Now, let's go all the way to a year. In a year's time, your 7,400 investment becomes 846 time. And what does that say? That's currently worth 6,312,000. So okay, so it's from 7,000 to 6 million in a year. That's what this crazy APY does to your account. And you can buy 28 Lambos, right? So that's a scenario that we look into. Now, okay, of course, this is not likely to happen because the price of time will fluctuate and the APY might potentially go down. If you want to know why they go down, you should look at the docs over here on their website, and it'll tell you like how they calculated APY, how the market price of time can affect everything, right? Okay, let's go back, all the way back. Let's do, this time, do an example, but we change the price of time. Now, let's say you put your money in for 30 days. Now remember, in 30 days last time, you get 12,000 back from 7,454 investment. So you make $5,000, right? Not bad, provided everything stays the same. Now, if you change the price of time to, let's say time went down significantly, right? Let's say it went down $2,000. Now, instead of 7,454, you have 5,454. So it went down $2,000. But turns out you're actually still in the green. Like you're still making $9,491. You made about $2,000 right there, right? So let's say it went even further. Let's say it went down to 3,400. Now that's when you start to lose money, and you only lose $1,000 because when time, so 74.54 all the way to 34. That's a like 50% drop on time's price. In 30 days, you only lose $1,000. So you don't lose 50% of your investment. You only lose like a small bit. That's how powerful the price of time determines your return, because when this drops, you actually lose money. Now let's say what happens. Let's say you don't panic, right? You want to hold on to it. You're like, okay, the price will come back. I'll continue to earn my compound return in time. So in a way that this number doesn't matter. The only thing matters is the number of time token that you're getting. So let's say you hold on to it for another 30 days. Now it's day 60. You are actually making money again, even though the value of time has dropped to 34.54, right? You're actually making $3,000. Isn't that cool? So that's the power of compound return, and just hold on to the investment. Even if it drops 50%, you're still winning because of the crazy APY. Now, let's do an example with an APY. Let's put this price back to 7,454. Now, the APY is one of the most important portion of this investment, right? It really affects everything. Let's go back to 30 days. So you have 7,454 your investment, and then you make 12,974. So you make like $5,000 right there. Now, let's say the APY dropped. Let's say instead of 84,000%, it dropped to 70,000%. If you look at it, if the price of time stays the same, 70,000 doesn't affect it that much, right? It's 84 to 70. Now you're still making 12,000, right? Now let's say this drops to 40,000%. You are still making $12,000. So it's in a way that it's actually affecting less to this. Now let's say it drops to 4,000%. From 84,000 to 4,000. That's a significant drop in the APY. But if you look at the price, you're actually still in profit, like $3,000 in profit. So APY, like even though it matters, didn't matter that much. So in like 60 days, you'll still be making more money than you initially put in. So APY drives, you're fine. Now, let's do something, the worst case in your investment. This is when you actually lose money. So let's say the APY drops and the price of time drops to 4,000. That's like in 30 days. That's when you lose money, right? Your current wealth, you put in 74, now you're only coming back as 54.05. You lose like $2,000 if the APY drops and the value of time drops. Now go to 60 days. You sort of break even after 60 days if all of this drops significantly, right? So like, I think the really fun thing about this is that the name time, like the key to this investment is time in the system. The longer you hold on to the system, the more likely you will make your return and not lose money. So after 90 days, even though the APY drops to 4,000 and the time price drops to 4,000, you are still making money in 90 days. So that's the key. You just have to continuously stay in the system. It's like a game theory. Like if everybody pulls out of their money, then APY will drop, the price of time will drop, and everybody loses. But if everybody stays in and continue to mint more tokens, then we all win, we all make money, because time is using that money to make more money for everybody. So that is the explanation of this calculator. I hope you find that useful. There's another calculator, it's like an Excel version, kind of similar to that, but like I think this website is a bit better to visualize all that. But if you like Excel, I'll post the link in there as well. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Hope you learned something. Stay in time. Time is the way to go. And make sure to join our Discord and subscribe to our channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time.